Well, hello, one and all. My name, of course, is Foxtrot Echo 1. We are here today to do some Elite Dangerous funsies and got some big announcements. So we're going to jump right in, I think. Hopefully, everything's working. Looks like it is. I did a test today, which is, something I rarely ever do, but I did do a test today. So hopefully everything is fine. If you can't hear something, the game or myself, please feel free to let me know in the Twitch chat. I got a tweet out that something's wrong with my Twitter on my stream deck. So anyway, to make a short story long, which as we often do here at BV, get off on a tangent. So without too much, let me just scoot this just a little more. There we go. Got to make sure, because I'm a soft-spoken guy, so I have to have, the mic has to be perfect. Okay. So we're going to talk about, I think we're going to start with some IRL stuff, and then I'm going to move into some Elite stuff, and then we're going to probably go on a field trip. We might as well set that up ASAP, but in any event, I don't know how long the jump times are today. Hopefully they're under, hopefully they're back down to 15 minutes. That'd be great. This whole deal with every time they do an update now where the jump times are ridiculous. That's really something that is harming to streamers because, we've got things to do. We got to get out there and start showing people stuff. A lot of people aren't big giant fans of sitting around doing nothing. I mean, I am. Obviously, I play Elite Dangerous, but it is what it is. So the IRL stuff today, let's talk about that. I have been mostly streaming for the last, since 2010. I mean, I did videos in 2010. Maybe started streaming a year or two later. I don't know. Whenever I did, though, it's been a long time. I'm an OG streamer, baby. And Battle Vortex has been, my gaming site since, my gaming site as in I shared my experiences with video games, on a web page. It started as just a web page, and it was written in, Notepad, and which is a PC software. I'm sure most of you that come here know this. Hello, Dino. And so I started as that, and then things happened. I started playing video games and different video games of all types of genres, and then I picked up Ultima Online. And I was just so blown away by the number of things you could do in that game. And, the social interaction with other people, friends, mostly close friends. And that's just kind of carried on since roughly 1998. So BB has been around a hot minute. But in any event, what I was going to say was that I've always done this as a hobby, and I had different things going on. I worked for a company. I started working for a company in 1991. It's a publishing company. They publish trade magazines for sign making and screen printing and awards and engraving industry. So and other stuff too. But that's the basic stuff when I started. When I started, there were roughly 25 people, and I basically, they were still using floppy disks to transfer information from one person to the other and all this kind of thing. So it was definitely an interesting. We used to call it sneaker net, and then we put them on a network which was Novell. Started with 3.11, I think, Novell, and it was a great operating system for multi-user. So and we were wired with coaxial cable in kind of a Christmas tree configuration. So if somebody pulled a wire, somebody decides to move their office and they're like they pulled the wire out of their computer, or they disconnected fairly easily, and to prevent damage sometimes, but sometimes they damage the wire too. But basically we had three different legs of this network, so there was three different wires that came out from the server and went to different parts of the building. And so if somebody decided to move their desk, boom, third of the company offline like that. Boom. And the internet was not quite the same. I mean, we didn't have internet. We had a BBS though. You could get on our bulletin board system, which was basically you had to dial into it on a landline. And yeah, that's how we communicated with the outside world for a long time. Sorry, I'm still kind of waking up. I slept in today. I slept till 8 o'clock. Holy mackerel. Whew, I was burning some daylight there. So the deal is, I worked for that company for a long time. I also did my own business. I did a karaoke business for about 10 years. And I even left the company I was working for to do that for a while. And eventually I just got, kind of burned out, and I wanted to move on. And a guy that used to work for me from the company that I started in 1991 was losing his, assistant, I guess you could call it. It's not really an assistant, a colleague, but nevertheless, somebody like a right hand, somebody that's like second in command to them, and he relied heavily on. And he was losing that person, and he posted it on Facebook. Well, I happen to be a friend of his on Facebook, and so I wrote him, said, hey, I know how to do all those jobs he was talking about. You're saying, well, she does this and that and this and that and this and that. And I was like, noob, I can do all that. So I wrote him that. I made a comment on his Facebook about that. And then next thing I know, I get a PM or a DM that says, hey, you want to have lunch? Boy, did I not step right into that little mess, right? So in any event, we went to lunch. We came to an agreement about a cost, a price. And so I basically hired somebody to do the karaoke gigs that I was doing. And I moved out to where my job was. Well, that was great. I mean, it was definitely a what do you call that? Guaranteed, basically, income every couple of weeks, and benefits and all these things. It was lovely. The only downside, obviously, is that you have to go. We have to go into the office every day of the week. We had to go in from roughly 8 to 5 every day, and you get an hour lunch and things, but basically it felt like you were just like tethered. You know what I mean? Like you couldn't. You really just couldn't run around and do stuff. You had to kind of, get your life things in order, mostly after work or before work. But who even does that? Most of the businesses aren't even open that early. So if you need something, you go after work. So we did that, and then the infamous mask wearing pandemic situation happened, and the company that I work for survived the whole entire time. So basically, everybody got to work at home, for a few years, a couple of years at least, in my case, and then, we slowly started reintegrating back into the office space. Well, at some point, the owner of the company decided he wanted to leave that office space because I believe it was mostly because of all the we lived we performed our duties in that building for over 2 decades, and it was getting a little dicey. The cost of fixing everything was just too high. So he decided he was gonna, maybe sell that building and then move us into a nicer building, which he did. But unfortunately, the pandemic, made it to where a lot of people, especially sales staff and stuff, were very acclimated and accustomed to working at home at that point. So, and even the owner himself, he was all about, we'll just let him work at home. And then the president of the company, he was not down with that. He was kind of like, no, we need to have him come in the office. So eventually we set up, I set up, I'm the IT guy, right? So I set up all the IT stuff for the whole building, and my boss helped me as well. But my boss lives out of state, so mostly it fell upon me. I had to basically cover most of the moving stuff, myself, and it was a lot of stress. But so mostly I was still work at home for a while, and then something happened. I like to blame it on somebody wanted an extension cord or a power strip, and rather than me driving the 5 to 6 minutes to work to go pick it up, I asked the front office lady if she would just go in there and grab her one, and she actually had some that weren't in there. Well, apparently this upset the person that wanted said power strip, and then within a day, the president or the as a president, yes, president of the company, told my boss that we really need to have, we need to really have Foxtrot here in the office every day. So, which was fine. Accounting went in every day because they did not want to work locally on for whatever reason, and they also printed things and stuff like that. So it gets a little dicey when you got to print remotely, and there's nobody on the other end to like fix the paper if it gets stuck or something. So in any event, we started bringing people back in. We brought them in for 1 day a week, which was fine. Everybody would come in on a Wednesday. We'd hang out, do our thing, do our meetings, do our whatevers. But basically getting a lot of work there done was a little bit rough because I think, everybody had been cooped up for several years, and then you bring everybody back together and basically they want to play catch up, or they want to talk, or they want to, there's things going on. There's a lot of noise because it's just cubicles. Everybody used to have an office before, so the cubicle thing was, it's fine if you got a bunch of data entry people, but when you got salespeople and creative staff and all that just in close proximity to each other, it's just not real great. But anyway, they decided to have 2 days a week where people came in, so basically Wednesday and Thursday. Well, Thursday was pretty much, everybody would call in on Thursday basically because it was just silly. They were getting more work done at home. Productivity went down. Stuff like that. So then, within a month or so, they changed their minds. They said, okay, let's just do Wednesdays and we'll call it good from there. So at the same time these things were happening, obviously we do, besides publications, print and digital publications, we also do trade shows. So basically we get the people that are selling stuff and the people that are buying stuff, we put them in the same room and hope for the best, right? I'm just dumbing it down a little bit. All right. So we did those, and obviously with the pandemic, that a lot of people weren't willing to travel, or in the airports. I mean, oh my lord, trying to travel during that anywhere around that time was just not fun. It was a nightmare. You had to wear masks the whole time. I mean, if your flight was late, you could be in a mask for 8-10 hours of whatever, and you had to do all this stuff, and it was a nightmare, and especially with flights getting delayed all the time as they always did, but now it's more irritating, it's and yeah, it was insanity. So the first couple years after, we came back and started doing, because we did virtual trade shows for a little while, so we did a few virtual ones, but our company is more, they're a little old school, so doing a virtual thing is, they embraced it as much as they could, but they, you know what I mean, it's not the same as getting people together in a big room and then having everybody, hi, how you doing, shaking hands and all that, and getting to know each other. I mean, obviously that's a more ideal situation. Now, for somebody like me, I would much rather prefer to talk to you like this than to meet you in a coffee shop somewhere or whatever. So in any event, the trade shows took a pretty big nosedive as far as attendance, and obviously that affects the exhibitors. They, you know, if nobody's going to show up, why are they going to bother, paying for a booth, paying for shipping all their people out there and all their equipment and setting up for, they also knocked down the number of days for a show to like 2, and apparently that's just not enough, and I understand that, and but in any event, they did eventually knock it back up to 3, and then at some point during this whole thing, the owner of the company sold 2/3 of the company to another company, and they kept part of the company. They kept one of the older staple magazines, the one that actually does the trade shows, because trade shows are actually profitable for our company more than the digital and print media. So once they did that, then the office space was even less important, right? Because now instead of 100 people, we had 30, and yeah, so it was a weird situation for a while, and it just felt like once that happened, it just felt like we were always waiting for the other shoe to drop, right? Why didn't they sell the third one? Well, the other third of the magazine. Well, my speculation is obviously at the time it wasn't profitable, and the other company probably just didn't want it, and which is understandable. The new publication or the new publishing company that purchased all that, they're in it to make money. They're in it to win it. They're younger. They're a younger group, and they're hungry for cash. So we did our thing for a few years, and a couple of years at least, and yeah, finally, this year, at the end of the season, we had a banger show, right? We had a really good show, and it was the best show we'd seen since 2019, apparently. And so, oddly enough, the minute that magazine became profitable again, it became valuable, and the owner then proceeded to sell the remaining assets to the other publishing company. So they announced that about almost 2 weeks ago now. And yeah, it was shocking. I was shocked. Everybody was shocked. All the VPs were shocked because they're not going. So the new publishing company only picked up certain members of the staff, and which is what they do. They either take them all and then fire them one by one, or they just don't take them. And so these guys didn't take some of us, and I was included in that. So they have their own IT or their outsourced IT or whatever. And IT is one of those positions, like if you do it well, you're never going anywhere, because they're gonna stick to you like glue. If you know how to fix their stuff specifically, yeah, you're never gonna get replaced. There's no outside company that's gonna come in and go, haha, we can do this better. No, they can't, because you've been doing it, or you created it, or set it up, or administered it for many, many years. And yeah, there's nothing, they can't touch it. So that basically happened to us since we were acquired, or the whole company was acquired. They decided who they wanted, and the rest can look for a new gig. It's sad, and it's sad, and it's amazing at the same time. There's a lot of opportunities out there now, more so than there were many, many years ago. And being able to work remotely, or being able to communicate remotely is even more easy. You don't have to have a phone. You don't have, there's a lot of things that are better. There may be things that are worse, although I'm not sure I can think of any at this moment. So basically, I'm contracted with that company until October 31st, and then I'm free to go about my business. So what did I do? Well, first we had to go through the grief stage, right? It's sad. I'm going to lose some friends. Not really lose them, but yeah, I probably won't see them a lot. I don't know if you guys know this about me, but I'm kind of an introvert. Don't really like people that much, but I deal with them, and I can talk to them, and I can be extroverted when needed, but I'm not, typically I'm not that guy. But I do have a sense of humor. I was frequently complimented all the time about how my sense of humor made getting tech support fun. And of course, I'm also sarcastic. I'm a latchkey kid, Gen X. And so, yeah, sarcasm's a thing, We had a different way of shaming people back in the day. We would beat you over the head with a stick until you got the message. But nowadays it's a little more brutal. But we wouldn't try to get you fired or anything like that. That's just not the Gen X way. But we would give you some snarky comments or whatever. Anyway, so my thoughts, I've had many, is I'm going to probably start out, at least, I'm going to start some of my own businesses, maybe rekindle some things. And one of the things I want to rekindle is live streaming and videos, because that's something that I picked up at my former day job, is that after I'd made, content on the internet for, a decade or more, couple decades, right? 2010. What's the date now? 2020. Also a decade and a few years. Is when I actually literally started creating content, where I was actively finding out information and sharing it with you guys for free. And I'm planning on resurrecting Battle Vortex I'm going to try to resurrect it in a business capacity. So I'm going to be looking for partnerships with game companies and things of that nature to help promote their games, or, I'm going to play their games, promote them, and hopefully make some sort of residuals from that. I'm going to continue to try to do podcasting. I'm going to continue to do content creation and memes for various websites. Battle Vortex is on a lot of platforms. If you look in the underbar of the video, whether it's Twitch or YouTube or whatever, there's a set of links there to all the platforms. But basically, at Battle Vortex will get you pretty much anywhere. So if it's any platform name / Battle Vortex, I'm probably on it. And if I'm not, let me know and I'll get on it. But no, don't look. People have stolen my name before, so that's the thing. But the thing is that name is trademarked, so you can't have it. But anyway, that's not a challenge. I was just making a joke. Making a joke. It's not a challenge. Please don't prove me wrong. I'm good. So yeah, and I do TikToks now. I do all kinds of stuff. So yeah, we're gonna try that. I'm also gonna I opened up a new kind of I guess you call it IRL, same kind of thing. I'm gonna try to help companies, small companies, mostly with getting their foot in the door on social media. I know a lot of the older companies or the ones that are run by older people, they don't quite understand the whole social media and the importance of it, and maybe getting them away from worrying about websites and all that kind of thing, getting them into doing it where you do social media stuff, and then if you want to have a website, which literally nobody over 20 will visit. No, nobody under 40 will visit. Sorry, I was going the wrong way. Well, we'll visit anyway. So yeah. So then there's that. We're gonna try to help some of these companies. Maybe the very companies that that the company that I worked for, that I currently work for, but I was leaving, is obviously they need, a lot of them don't have a social media presence, don't understand it, or don't have the time. Well, I just happen to have all those things. So I'm going to try to work with some of these people and get them rolling. So, and we'll find out, if I can keep up with all of it, right? But basically, I'm going to need to make some sort of income. And speaking of income, it's September, and I am planning on remaining on Twitch, at least for the foreseeable future. I am planning on doing multi-streaming, whatever that means to Twitch. I'm planning on doing it, and so we're getting ready to move there. And I'm going to create. I have two custom or pre-built NZXT computers, and I might try to work something out with them as well, where I'm going to promote those two machines as streaming combination. Very powerful NZXT computers, especially for one of them, which is just going to be a recording unit. It's going to be one badass recording unit. It will definitely be the best recording unit I've ever dealt with, and it's got a 2080 Ti in it, which is way overkill for recording. But and it's also a 9900K multi-core. It's actually a creator computer, but I bought a newer one, a 12900K 16-core beast, and I'm gonna use that to play the games on. It's got a 3070 in it. Obviously, if I start making some money, we can always upgrade to a 40. Not maybe, I don't know that I want to go 4090, but if they come out with like a 40, well, they do have a 4080, or a 4070 Ti. I'd be interested in those if they review well. I know there's been a lot of problems with the newer what are they called? NVIDIA cards, and or a lot of issues that the customers have reported, not necessarily that not NZXT, but NVIDIA has caved into. They've been sticking to their guns on the pricing, and the pricing is, in my opinion, is just way too high. I'm just not willing to go there. Now, if I start making tons and tons of money on the internet, it could happen. Then, yeah, sure, I would consider it. I would consider just upgrading my box and calling it good, because 12900K is good for now. It's good for a while. It's going to be around a minute. And plus, the case I bought, the new case, can actually accommodate the 4090s. So there's that. But anyway, that's where I'm going. We're also, there's just a lot of balls in the air. So one of the funny stories is that just not even a month ago, well, maybe a little more than a month, but they gave me a raise at my day job. And then a few weeks later, or maybe a couple weeks or whatever, they said, "Yeah, why don't you just go ahead and work at home?" Again, the owner, not the president, but the owner. And I was like, "Heck yeah, we're going to work at home. Hell yeah." But I'd been, cooped up in a one bedroom apartment with my kitty cat for several years now. And yeah, she had basically taken over the whole place. So, which, okay, fine. All right. All right. I probably encouraged and promoted that. Okay. So it's not her fault entirely. There's a nice picture of her in the underbar if you're on Twitch. She is the co producer here at Battle Vortex, and she will be around. Actually, during the day now, right now in this apartment, she sleeps a lot. So basically, once they did that, they told me I was going to work at home. Then I went ahead and said, okay, I said, okay, I need more space. So I got with the apartment management company that, where I live, and talked to them and told them what I wanted to do. And they were all down with that because they'd been in my apartment a few times and even mentioned, like, dude, you need a 2-bedroom. Okay. So the cost of the apartment obviously was a few hundred higher than what I had been in previously. So to offset that cost, I decided to trade in my car that I bought, in 2020 or ish, and get a lower car payment. So instead of a purchase, which was costing me a lot of money, over $500 a month, I decided, okay, we'll try to get it down. So now we're down at $300 a month. And so it almost offsets the cost of the apartment. Great. Got a new car, got an apartment, moved in, and boom, I'm selling the company. Quite a shout. So that's where I'm at right now. And hopefully you guys will help support me in the way, Hey, thanks for the sub there, Dino. Yeah, so over the next week or 2 or 3, I'm going to be moving the recording machine back in. I'm going to bring it in here. It's not in here right now. I was actually going to sell it, but I was having trouble selling it, obviously, because it's too good of a machine for like normal humans. And then on top of that, then of course, we got the news. And then I decided, well, I could use that would be a mean recording machine. I sold the old recorder. The old recorder wasn't terrible either. It had a 2080 in it. But I sold that one to an up and coming gamer as a, beginner's gaming machine, which to them is, when you get something like that for a really good price, she's never going to see anything like that ever again. Not that kind of price. But that was an HP Omen, and it was great. It was a lovely machine. It just didn't have enough power to do what I wanted to, so I upgraded, as one does. And yeah, so yeah. All right. So let's dive on into Elite and see where we're at. We're going to talk about some Elite stuff, and then we're gonna check it out. So I'm gonna go into. Sorry, I have a new setup here right now. I got 3 screens now, so I'm still getting used to it. So yeah, we're in the game. You have to let me know that you can hear the game. I'm pretty sure it's working because I did a test. Yeah. So we are at Cygnus Prime right now. Don't know where we're at, but let's go ahead. Let me pull up my notes. What we were going to talk about today. Okay, so one thing, and you can check all of this with the Galnet News or whatever. If you play Elite, if you don't, then I'm going to tell you basically, in a nutshell, what's going on. Excuse me, parched. That was a lot of chit chatting I just did. 45 minutes. So let us begin. The mega ships. Now, the mega ships are these ships that you can go to, and basically, mostly what they are is for questing, and the quests typically involve rescuing people from the Thargoid war zone, from the areas surrounding the Titans, which are the motherships or the basically fleet carriers of the Thargoid war, and they're really big, and they have things going on in them. We found out a couple weeks ago that they have been collecting humans in pods, so escape pods. They've been collecting them and then shuttling them to one of the Titans and are storing them on the Titans. So most of it's not completely quelled, but they also believe that they're not eating them, that they are in fact going to somehow harness them and use them as foot soldiers to further their war efforts, which basically they're going to have zombies, okay? And I can't remember what there's a streamer named Thargoid that I love to death. Calls them something else, but zombies just makes sense because we have thimpets and we have zombies, and there's a lot of THs going on. Aha, I just saw my neighbor that keeps stealing my parking spot. Sorry. My window's open, or the blinds are open, so I can see. Well, it brings light in, so you can see me. And then I have my studio light still on the other side. So I'm even. I'm almost even. So that's why it's probably a little bit different, bright color warmth on one side than the other. One is the sun, one is not. Artificial sun, real sun. Okay, sorry, went off on a tangent there. So anyway, yeah, so they are collecting these people that are in these escape pods, and I don't know how they eat or anything like that. I don't even know if that's a thing, but you would think because they're human they have to be fed, but I don't know. I don't know how that happens. That's game magic there. I don't know. So they're storing them. So what I've garnered from watching different news programs and things, they're preparing, which that would be FDev or the Thargoids, are preparing to have some sort of an event where we're going to be able to go to the Maelstrom and recover these bodies. Now, the megaships are moving closer to the Titans. So I think between the fact that the new Thargoid variant hunter, the Scythe, is very aggressive. So basically, if you're out there shuttling carcasses around, or not carcasses, but escape pods, you are a huge target. Like, you will get pulled over. I call it pulled over, but basically interdicted or hyperdicted every 10 feet. I mean, these guys are ruthless about getting these pods. It's almost to the point where you just don't even want to bother, right? Because there's just too many times you get pulled over and yoinked out of hyperspace, and man, it's a nightmare. Now, I like it because I can just go ahead and take a handful of escape pods and go fly around and get pulled over so that I can kill the Scythe, which is fun too. So it's up to you whatever your flavor, right? So that's a thing. So they want us to go rescue these guys, and they're moving the megaships in. Now, they're moving them in phases, probably just in case they screw anything up. You can still go to the other megaships. But apparently they're supposed to be moving all the, if you have storage there, then the storage is supposed to move too. Now, I don't know if they fix this yet or not, but I'll warn you, when you go to buy right now, like a few weeks ago, I went to buy The AX multicannons, the new ones that are by, what are they called? Sirius? No, it wasn't Sirius. It was Azimuth Biotech. The Azimuth Biotech ones are really great. I've done a few videos on that. You might want to check them out. But when you fire them, they sound just like a Viper in the newer Battlestar Galactica. And yes, I'm a big fan of Battlestar Galactica. Kara Thrace for the win. Of course, I did like Dirk Benedict as well. So yeah, don't get me started on gender swapping. But so yeah, they want us to do this deal soon, and they're moving these megaships. But when you buy stuff from the megaships, be careful not to just. It's better if you can just take, if you have a fleet carrier, especially, just park over by the megaship. I think you have to park. I don't know if you can park in the same system or not, but if you can, then go ahead. If not, then park next door in another system and then just fly over. Take your ship that actually needs the guns, take all the guns off of it, and then go buy them and put them where they need to go right there, because you have to buy those. Some things you have to buy with parts. So you have to collect the parts by killing Thargoids, and then you go and you buy these parts for these weapons, right? You bring the parts, you buy the weapons. So you buy a weapon, it unlocks it, you can go in, you can get the weapon, put it on your ship, and then go back, talk to the guy again, open up another part, buy the part, put it on your ship. You understand where I'm going with this? Don't leave anything in the storage there, because what happened to me was that I bought a bunch of them, and for whatever reason, they disappeared. So I had to send in a support ticket. 36 hours you have to wait per like getting an answer. Well, I think mine were more like 24, but it's a long time, right? So if you're in a hurry, make sure you just take your damn ship that you need the guns on, take the guns off of it, store them on your carrier, fly over to the mega ship, right? Get the stuff you need. There you go. Your ship's done, right? Fly it back to your carrier, call it a day. Now, if you take them off your ship and put them on your carrier, haven't found a problem with that. Okay, I've been able to swap back and forth. As you guys may or may not know, I use Guardian weapons as well for certain areas, because if you're not dealing with glaives or the larger Thargoids or the Maelstroms, you can still use Guardian weapons to an extent. So that's a thing, right? So just be careful. Be careful if you're gonna use those megaships for purchasing weapons or anything for that matter. But so moving on, yes, they are moving them closer now. Like I said, I'm not sure if that's because the scythes are so aggressive, or if they're just trying to speed things along a little bit to help us, not be so discouraged, because it was, before you had to maybe jump 3-4 jumps to get to depending on the ship, right? So a lot of combat ships, especially nowadays, if you have a carrier nearby, you don't care about jump range as much, and you don't care about, and you can't use things like the jump boost and all that with the Guardian weapon stuff. So you basically had to go 3 to 4 jumps if you had an armored, especially if you had an armored rescue ship, which I always do. I believe in guns on the ships, no matter what they do, whatever their job is, because you just never know if you're going to need a gun. You either got to learn how to run or you got to learn how to fight. So I'm a fighter. I like to fight. I'm a warrior. Warriors come out to play. Old movie reference for the Warriors. Okay, so now besides those two things that are going on, they have the pulse wave human scanner, which is also just a pulse wave scanner with an upgrade, which apparently is now going to be able to help us locate the location It's going to help us find the location of humans in the Titans. Now, there's been no mention of how we're going to get in that sucker, or if we even have to go inside, or if they're just going to be standing, or not standing, but laying around in these pods on the surface of the Titans, and we're going to be able to. Ooh, that might be why they fixed the limpets, because they did mention that they fixed the limpets so that they don't destroy themselves as often when they hit the ground or when they hit an object. So that may mean that the scanner will show us where on the surface these things are being stored. Now, maybe they'll have and there's little cubby holes all over the Titans, and it's possible they place all of them in these cubby holes, and we're just going to be able to kind of fly up there quietly and just start shooting limpets at them, right? And picking them up, scooping them up, fill up your cargo, and go. Man, that's going to be there's going to be so much damage involved in that. It sounds really interesting, but at the same time you're like, oh my God, it's going to be such a pain in the patootie. Yeah. FDev's idea of fun and mine are not aligned. Okay. So we definitely, if I ever meet those guys, we're going to sit down. We're going to have a little chit chat about fun, because these guys and most devs, I'm going to be honest, most devs in most games, they want to torture us. And, like I said, they'll push it as far as they can get away with before a producer goes, now, you shouldn't do that to them. You should not kill them every 45 seconds. Let them go 60, and we'll call it even. So, they're definitely ramping up for something, and I hope, update 17, which is, I don't think it was announced yet, the exact date. But I'm hoping that one actually has some teeth to it, where it's like, oh my God, this is fun. Let's do this for a while. That's what I'm hoping. Now, I've been disappointed several times already, where I'm thinking, okay, new update, woohoo, and then it's just like, there was some content, sure, not really content, but there were things. They fixed a bunch of stuff. Lovely, awesome. But as far as the progression of the war, it's very slow. Okay. And I'm a person that likes a little more speed. But now, with this new direction I'm going, I may be able to circumvent that with doing other things like playing other games, which, yes, I plan on. I can tell you three games I'm going to play right now. I'm going to play Baldur's Gate 3. I'm going to play Starfield. And I'm going to do Phantom Liberty for Cyberpunk. Definitely those three are on my hot list. So be prepared, folks. We're going to have some fun. And, of course, Elite. Elite's kind of my go-to game, though. I really like Elite. A lot of those other ones I mentioned are either single-player or they're campaign-based. And, yeah, I think actually all three of them might be single-player, aren't they? I don't know. There might be multiplayer in some of them, but I don't care about that. Not in those story-based games. I love story-based games, and mostly I would just do it solo because they're basically made to do that anyway. So they're definitely ramping up, and I hope that whatever it is that they're doing, that we're going to be able to have some fun. I want some wow factor. I want to go, whoo-hoo, yeah, Thargoid. Die, you little slimy flower things. That's what I'm talking about. All right. Now, okay, so I thought I made myself a note. I did. And don't forget also that you can support this channel through Patreon, or there's also a Thargoid University now on Discord that you can join if you want to look into Thargoid things. I am mostly focusing on the Thargoid War. I know there's other pilots out there that tinker with the Thargoid War, but I'm actually trying to, focus all my attention on it, as long as it's the the meta for the developers. It's not necessarily the meta for the player base, but it's definitely, excuse me, definitely a thing for the developers, and they are sticking to their guns on that. So we are following that part of Elite Dangerous, the Thargoid War, the different aspects of it, things you can do solo mostly, but you know, occasionally I can find people to go hang out with me, and we go do things. And oh my god, oh excuse me, and they find, and then you know, what's funny is the way I play the game is probably more how the developers imagined it would be played originally, but the way these guys, some of these guys min-max this stuff to death is just off the chain. Like I would never think of some of this stuff. But anyway, yeah, so so the Thargoid University is a Discord devoted to the Thargoid War and what's going on with that, and also, you know, help people learn how to fight or escape. I can do either one. You know, although I am not as anal about the technical side. I'm not going to like bore you with 200 million hours of this is why you need to min-max this and min-max that and min-max this and min-max that. I don't care about any of that shit. I just want to go out and shoot stuff in the face and have fun. So there's that. And I can show you how to escape, what you can put on your ship to help things. But basically, I don't really focus on escape. I focus on how to kill it. Shoot it first, and then don't ask any questions because you don't care what the answer is anyway, right? So that's what's going on currently in the Thargoid War. Hopefully we will have more on that soon. And I have a note on my, where's my Discord, by the way? I think it's up here. It is. Let me just move a window here so I can get to my Thargoid University. And then, yeah. So let's see. Oh, and also if you want to chit chat with me, besides the Twitch chat, you can also go to the lobby chat on the Thargoid University channel. And I'm also monitoring that. But I am not monitoring anything on Battle Vortex. So if you are on Battle Vortex yipping and yapping at me, forget it. Let's see. So we did get a notification there. I did fix my voice attack for those of you that are paying attention, which is probably none of you, but there it is. Now, let me see. I had an announcement, and I believe, yes, I did. I did put in here where I was planning to go today. And I'm not sure. I'm not sure if this is going to work. So let me just let me go to, oh boy, oh man, it's been a hot minute. Okay, here we go. Yeah, it's been a few weeks since I've been in here flying. So I mean, I've been moving, you know, obviously getting laid off soon. I've been busy bee. Okay, so you're just gonna have to bear with me. This is gonna happen. We're gonna do this. And I need to go over to carrier management. Now, I know last time, I haven't actually played since the last time I live streamed. So. All right, so my joystick's all wonky as usual. Let's go to navigation. We're going to open the galaxy map. All right, I did also get the joystick tightened up, so it's not as loose. It was loosey-goosey, man. It was like, I really go through those damn joysticks. I do. I tear them up. Combat is just really rough on your joystick. So I copied the name of that thing. So this is where it says. Now if it says, oh, yeah. Now I'm not sure what planet. I might have to look up what, holy cripe. Well, let's see. It's not a valid, I think it's too far. Oh yeah, it's 1,000 some odd light years. So if we want to go there in the carrier, we have to jump 3 times. 3 times we'd have to jump to get there. Well, we can do that, but it's going to take ooh. Let's see what the jump. Let's do this. Let me find real quick. Well, not real quick, but how to in the Thargoid University channel. I should have. Oh, all right. So I don't have that pinned. Not there, but I bet you I have it pinned in the other one, which might be here. Let's go to the everyone. Hold on, I know you can't see any of this. I apologize, but let me just take a look around. So this is not it. Let's see, members. Let's see if there's anything in there. Okay, what about here? I must have moved it. Okay, I did. I must have moved them over to Thargoid. I just gotta figure out where I put them. How to? Maybe I just didn't pin them. How to skate? Okay. Pulse. Okay, collect Thargoid, creating unclassified relics. Let's see. Field trips, external tools. Aha! Let's see what's in here. Let's look. Thargoid stuff. Help with additional tasks. Market thing. Are you kidding me? The hull okay. The hull seals. Download community market. Don't care about that. I'm looking for. Here's the router. Okay, so I'll post this in the chat as well. Copy link. And then we're going to. It's a weird name on it. Fleet carrier router, right? So you go source system is where I'm at. I need that. I don't even know what that is right now. Hold on, let me do this in order. We got to figure out what is going on here. We need to go to navigation, open galaxy map.
That's okay. Already done.
So that means my source system is CAOTZU. I could probably copy that. Copy that. Get it? See what I did there? If I click on this, and then I go copy name, copy target name, boom, right? Then you go over to your fleet carrier router. And then you can just put in, paste that in, right? Boom. And then the destination is that other place that I mentioned in the field trips. No, it was an announcement, but so yes, we're going to find this WREGOE, right? Now this is something that I believe should be in the game, but the devs and I don't often see eye to eye on some of these things. So there you go. So you select it, and then you go whatever. Now this says, I don't understand this whole thing. It says fill in the capacity shown in the upper right hand corner of the carrier management screen. So I don't understand what this does exactly, but let's go back one. Let's go to carrier management. It says the number. And it doesn't mean balance. It says show the capacity shown. Which I don't know if that's what they're using. To just maybe they think you only have tritium on your carrier. I don't know. But so if you put the number in there, which is 7710, right? A lot of people are like right now, oh my God, how do you only have 7710 on my, you need this and you need that. No, we don't. 7710, right? Used capacity, and then calculate, and you get this handy dandy little chart, right? So you start here, obviously, and then you want to jump to this one. So, and we have to do 3 jumps, right? So we're going to do that because why not? So then you go to your navigation on your carrier. You open the map and you go to jump number 1. You go boop, boom, and then it should set a path for you here, and it does. It says set carrier destination, and then you go boop, and now we are jumping in 15 minutes. 16 minutes is the jump time right now. Okay, so that's where we're at. So you basically just did I put the link in the chat or did I forget? If not, I'll find it again and I'll post it. I think I might have forgot. Where's I mean, we got time, guys. So. Whoa. That's weird. All right, so we've got a few minutes, so we're gonna go ahead and yeah, we're gonna be jumping today. There's gonna be some jumps. Jumps are gonna be happening. Let me see. So Twitch. No, I did not. Okay, so I did not post it in there. Hold on, let me grab that link again because I forgot. And it is what? Hey, number 1.
At your disposal, Commander.
Feed the cat.
Affirmative.
All right, so we are boy, she ain't no that ain't one. Okay. All right. She's got a little attitude there. All right. So now we are looking for my Discord. Which, okay. Pull it back to the front. Thank you. And we are looking for the link to where did I just say I found that? External tools. So it's in there. And I'll get you guys the link. This is a good tool. This is the only way you can get around using your carrier in this manner. Okay. Of course, I'm making it harder than it needs to be, as one does. Hello, Nachos. Well, I think Dino, if he didn't read all that stuff I put in there, which knowing him, he probably didn't, but he might have. I hope that he takes care of business. And I also told him, like, you know, in the future, if you don't want the whole world to know your business, you should post everything in the boys, because that's where the boys are. And then it's a much more silent ass kicking. Because I will kick your ass in public. Don't care. All right, so spanish.co.uk/fleet-carrier is where you go to, you know, find these rather interesting carrier jumps. Well, okay, so there's a difference, though. I'm not diabetic. I was, but I'm not. Okay? So there's that. All right? So I don't want to get too deep into that. Not here publicly, because this is recorded. It is live, but there's a difference. I handled my shit when it was time to handle it, and I don't need to do the same. All right, so this is cool. I could watch this all day. I like how just moving past the sun there. So that's right. All 3 of my brain cells were active for that whole situation, and they're active again for this situation. Nachos is one of my good friends from the internet, which if you have friends like Nachos, you really don't need any enemies, so you're good. He covers the whole spectrum. And yeah, we already talked about my plans for the future, so I don't have to remind him. He already knows. Me and him have a little Discord chit chat already. So in any event, yeah, we are waiting to go. We're going to have to do 3 jumps though, so we're talking 45 minutes, which is in retrospect, that's not terrible, because we also, last time we played, we had to wait 45 minutes for 1 jump. So this time we get to do 3 in the same amount of time. It should be fun, right? You are the spectrum. That's true. That's true. Cannot avoid the truth. And that'll give me more time to talk smack. So yeah, we there are a lot of tools for Elite Dangerous. I mean, there are just so many. And like I said, once I get my new stream machine set up, it's on. I'll probably go back to OBS, and I will also
Attention all passengers, this carrier has scheduled a hyperspace jump. Please conclude any outstanding business in this system prior to departure.
I think basically she just said, take care of your shit, is what she said. Now, I didn't look. I hope that the volume level's okay. For some reason, the volume thing wasn't working earlier. Might as well just check it whilst I'm here. We're not going anywhere, right? Let's go to this one. Okay, see if it'll come up now. Nope, still not coming. Okay, so it's good. It's where it needs to be. Alright. Never mind. It's good. Hey! I saw that. Oh, nice. Nice. Thanks for gifting that sub there, Nachos. That's pretty cool. So yeah, it is. It's September. So I'm going to try to maybe get some subs. So I am going to try to stream. Now, I'm not going to do these ridiculously long streams. I'm a little bit out of that age range, but thanks for the subscription there, Notch. Appreciate that. I don't have any bells and whistles turned on right now, but I'll probably turn all those back on. I have lots and lots and lots of stuff that I've made previously when I was streaming that I will take what I can and put it back to use in the new setup when I get it done. Right now I'm on a very minimalistic system because I basically thought I was going to just kind of finish out my remaining years on this other gig, and then I was going to just retire. Well, plans change, and you have to be the change. You have to be the ball, as Chevy Chase said once in Caddyshack long ago.
Attention, carrier jump sequence is underway. Lockdown begins in 5 minutes.
Lockdown is beginning, my people. My people. We are getting ready to do a jumpity jump. We're going to head over to that system, and then hopefully I'll find the planet. I'm not sure which planet it's on. I'll find it, though. We will find it together. It's just not critical. I mean, obviously, we still got at least 35 minutes of jump time to go, so we are going to be busy. And I love this. I like this, how it spins around and does all that stuff. I wish I had Thargoid, which is another streamer that I love dearly. He has a bunch of effects that he puts on the. He does a lot of cinematics and really, really, really high end. Dr. Disrespect level cinematics, in my opinion. And yeah, so one of them is he has a thing where he can shoot rockets from the carrier. And I'm pretty sure it's just a cinematic, though. I don't think you can do that through the game mechanics, but he's added them in, whether it's special effects or whatever. And yeah, it's really nice. Wish I was better at that stuff. Special effects, stuff like that. Those are important. They also, he has a lot of good cinematics. And a lot of these people are really good with the camera. I'm not that great with the camera. I'm okay with the camera, but I'm not, I'm not going to be shooting Star Wars anytime soon. George Lucas will fire me in a hot minute. Or whoever, Kathleen Kennedy, whoever it is. Doesn't even matter. Just whoever in charge will be like, how about you just edit the basic stuff and then we'll have an effects guy come in and polish it up for you. What do you think about that? And you go, yeah, it sounds good. So the only downside with obviously going out this far is we have to come back. Now, I probably won't come back on this stream today, but at some point I'll have to bring my shit back. But I did want to go out there, see if we can find the planet, which we'll do here in a little bit. And then we will check out the Guardian site. Now, the nice thing about this Guardian site that we're going to go visit is that apparently it drops both blueprints for weapon and armor, which is huge. That is beautiful. Like I said, I want to see what the layout is like, and we will on one of these other jumps here, we will cover that, and we'll cover what kind of ship we're going to run out there with and all that. I could have probably just flown over there, but I kind of wanted to do the carrier jump, so you just never know what's out there. I might, farm some mats, because you can never have enough weapons and armor, right? Who even does that? But I also want to see what other parts you can get. If you can get the other parts too, that's even better, more better. And we'll find out. And like I said, look for that. I've already purchased Phantom Liberty. I've got to see. I'm assuming that Starfield's on PC now. I'm not 100%. If it's not on PC yet, then I won't be doing that one right away, because I don't have a PlayStation or an Xbox. And I probably never will, because real gamers use PC. I'm looking at you, Xbox and PS people. Get a PC. Quit screwing around. NZXT sells some, but I got to get a sponsorship from them or partnership from them before. I'll tell you more about that. Oops. Sorry, Mike. So, yeah.
Services are offline. Network access is temporary.
That's funny, Witchman. No, that's not true, though. That's incorrect. No. We ain't PC. True PC gamers don't have time for that. Tell them, Nachos.
Attention, carrier is now under pre-flight lockdown.
It's under pre-flight lockdown. Oh, man. Yeah, like they just kicked me out of the thing. I think this trip we're just going to stay downstairs and just stay in the hangar. So, yeah. And welcome, Commander Witchman. Witchman AM. Not sure what platform that is. So, actually, I used to have all the platforms, but you know what happens? You get all the platforms, one of them collects dust, the other one collects more dust, and then you play on the one you like, which is what I like, the PC. And I don't use controllers. If you're not using joystick and a mouse, you're not doing it right on the Elite. Or joystick and keyboard, sorry. And a mouse too, because they put in that foot stuff. And doing that on a joystick, that's just not fun. It's so painful. You know, and I play a lot of MMOs, or I have in the past. So I'm used to doing the mouse and keyboard for running and shooting and all that stuff. Yeah, using the joystick for that, it's not my thing. It's just not my thing, you know. To each their own, I guess. Well, we're getting close now. We're down to a minute.
Maintenance crews have signed off.
And we also, if you haven't ever done this before, it's kind of a different experience when you
Carrier jump.
carry your jump down in the cargo or in the ship hold. It's a lot different experience because it's very spooky and dark, and your ship moves around, and you know you hear sounds that you don't hear when you're upstairs, obviously, in the command deck. So yeah, it's kind of neat. So if you haven't done that, you should try it. If you have done it, then don't try it. Go to the command deck and have a seat and watch the ship go. I just did a video a few weeks ago about how to do the launches.
Attention all personnel. Frame shift
Attention.
has been engaged.
Frame shift drive, it's spinning up. Hear it? That's right. Thanks for that Prime sub. I love those.
Counting down.
If you got one spare, you know,
5,
don't be afraid to let me use it.
3, 2, 1.
Who knows? Maybe I'll be a partner someday. Probably not. That's okay. I don't mind. I don't mind small crowds. I like them better. It's much more easier to manage when it's just a couple people rather than 5,000 running around. But yeah, you see it's all dark now. You can really hear the noises because you can't see all the lightning and all that. You hear the ship creaking. Oh, the sound in this game is off the chart, dude. It's good stuff. It's one thing I really love about Elite is the sound guy. He's an older guy too. That's why. You know, he's at least a Gen X, if not a boomer, but he's definitely Gen X. Or a little bit earlier. And yeah, he knows his stuff. That used to be a big deal back in the day, you know, for us doing sound, but we didn't have all the fancy tools we have now. But I'll bet you he still does a lot of analog sound creation. All right, we're here. We're in WREGOE SJ-YC143A.
Successful. Please stand by while final checks are completed.
Well, thank you. Please go ahead and finish those final checks for me.
Lockdown has been lifted. All services have resumed. Thank you for waiting.
Yep, there we are. We got, we'll check the galaxy map. Let's see what it looks like. Oops. I didn't want that. Oop. Damn it. Told you I've been busy last few weeks. I'm a little rusty. My thumbs and fingers aren't where they need to be today. So we're gonna look again here at the system map. Let's see what's in this system. Oh, this is a pretty busy place. As far as planets, I mean, it's got a lot of planets. Sometimes what I'll do is I'll fly out and just get the full, at least just do a spectrum scan. But I believe that once you carrier into a system, it kind of gives you some stuff, but it might still say like unexplored, right? So technically, if I wanted to, I could go out, explore all these planets, and then get them. You know, you get money for that, right? So you can explore all these with the FSS scanner. We call it the FFS scanner, for fuck's sake scanner. It's, you know, it is what it is. But it's a good scanner because you used to have to, back in the day, you had to fly to near each planet to scan it. So now you don't have to go through that. At least sometimes they're giving us things that are helpful. So we're gonna, I don't know if we're gonna do that. No, I don't think we're gonna do that today. We're gonna go ahead and just set up the next jump. So we're gonna find our little tool, wherever it went. Where's that damn? I've been messing around too much. I don't know what I do with my tool. There it is. Found it. Found it. So we're here. Now we're going to go down to this guy. Copy his little address. I'll put that away. Right? And then we're going to go ahead and go back into the... yeah, right here. Oops, no. Sorry. Gotta go here because we want the whole carrier to go, not just me. And so we're gonna take the carrier, gonna do a little carrier management, gonna do a little navigation, and we open the galaxy map. See, it's great because then you don't have to figure out, because a carrier jump is literally only 500 light years. There you go. And it should... Oh, that's too far. Wait a minute, did I miss one? No, I'm there. Did I pick the wrong one? QHD2... Oh, it's too far. Why is it too far? Oh, because it's in cooldown. Sorry. That's why I usually go out and scan the system. So I can wait for the cooldown. Alright, so we have to wait a minute, which is good. Maybe I'll take a little couple-minute break right here and be back in a few, and you can enjoy my lovely Elite Dangerous art or video. I don't know. It's just a song, I think. Let me find it. So let's do this one.
Good to have you on the team. Let's kill some Thargoids. yourself, Commander.
Alrighty then. Let's see. I think we're good. Yeah, sounds like it. Let's see. So, next up, we've got... Now, why am I... so it's muted. Yeah. Alright, so far we're fine. Let's go see if we can get to that system now. Had to go deal with some business. Let's put in, I think I still have it. There we go. Boom, yep, now it's good. Alright, set it. Set it, forget it. And we're on our second jump. So this is good. So now it's almost 17 minutes for this jump. Still not bad. I've seen way worse, so we're doing okay. I don't know if any other games that you guys think are hot, let me know, and maybe I can put them on my list. I will create maybe not a schedule per se, but I might do a schedule at some point. Once I get all the games I'm going to try to pick up, and then what I'm interested in right now. Which is definitely, if I can get Starfield on PC, I'm going to get it. If I can get Baldur's Gate 3, I'm probably going to try that. And obviously, I have to play Phantom Liberty of Cyberpunk, because that was a big deal. I did 6 playthroughs of that during the pandemic. Had a lot of time on my hands. So, yeah. I'm going to move forward with that. And hopefully, Phantom Liberty is going to be all that it was intended to be. And I'll probably do a playthrough with a current character, if not a couple. And then I'm also I might start over so I can just get the whole experience again, because they did apparently changed or corrected or fixed a lot of things from the beginning. And during the actual original campaign, and when you can, access this new section, the Phantom Liberty section, and all that stuff. So it should be interesting to check it out, and I'm looking forward to that. Let in the box. I'm getting notifications from places that I don't want to get notifications from. Does that happen to you? Only if you don't pay attention. Well, I said the magic word, didn't I? All right, so we're looking at that again. Let's go ahead, and I'm going to exit out of this and go to shipyard, because we're not gonna need an anaconda today. Probably. I don't think we will. Actually, wait. We could use an anaconda. Let's look at the shipyard here real quick, because I do have. I don't necessarily need one, but we might be able to use one. Let me see what we got. I think I did make one. It's not fully upgraded yet, but Hathos, right? Yeah, Hathos. Is that the one I'm using? No. Yeah, it's good. Oh yeah, Hathos. Let's see what Hathos looks like. All right, so we're looking at Hathos here as an Anaconda anti-Xeno ship. We don't need an anti-Xeno per se, but I just want to kind of see if it's even doable. Let's see. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, it's got guns. Well, as one does. It's got good guns, too. It's good. Oh, this is my bomber one. Yeah, this has got bombing, so if I wanted to, I could bomb a surface of a planet with Thargoids on it, which I will eventually. Utilities. right? Does this have, yeah, it has a point defense, so it could go down on the ground and avoid missiles. It has no shields, so there's that. May or may not want to do that, but we'll see. And then I believe there's the optional internals. It's got a cargo. It's got vehicle hangar. Okay, so there's the hangar, right? So it does have a planetary vehicle hangar. I thought it did. And of course it has an advanced docking computer, which is a must-have. And yeah, oh, this one's nice because it's got 3 scorpions and a scarab in it. So you can basically do anything you want. Now, obviously, there's certain areas of the game where you're going to want a small ship. I don't know that that's the case here. Probably won't be because it's a racetrack. And basically a racetrack is just a place you can go around in circles and pick up stuff. They like making you do that. That's a thing. It's basically called a circular racetrack. I mean, it may be a little bit different shape. It might be an ovalish or maybe a rounded square, but it's definitely a racetrack. Somewhere where people could race. It would be, actually, you could kind of do a death race on a planet in one of the Guardian zones because because there's sentinels that come. You could have it to where the sentinels are shooting at you, and then your buddies are shooting at you, and it could be interesting. Could be a thing. Could be a thing. Let's see. So, yeah. So there's that. We can use that one, or I believe, which one is it? Well, I have 2 actually. I think I can use because these 2 Diamondback Explorers. Let me see if. Yeah. So the Convoyer, that may or may not be. Oh. Okay. So apparently we have limpets or something. Let me see if we can get that sold. We do not need limpets at this point. So. Yep. We have 27 limpets. Confirm.
Acknowledged.
Attention. This carrier has scheduled a hyperspace jump. Please conclude any outstanding business in the system prior to departure.
Yes. Get off my damn ship. If you're on the ship out here, it's your own damn fault. All right, so go back to the shipyard. We'll pull in Convoyer, see what he's got on him. Convoyer. Oh yeah, he's got the new skin on it. He looks, oh yeah, he's hot. He's a hot one. Let's go back. Oh, why did I do that? Convoyer. Yeah. See, out of practice, man. You take a week off and you're just toast. Where's my... My mouse decided to take off somewhere. I don't know where that went. Alright, so this one, let's see. We'll look at this one. No hard points. Ooh. Utility mounts. Core internal. Optional internals. It does have a vehicle rack. And it's got 1 Scorpion. So we could use that one. Convoyer's got a Scorpion on him. That's doable. And then, let's see what the other one... Because I have one that's specifically for Guardian. And... I don't know that I'm going to use that out here because I heard there were passive Thargoids out here, which is interesting. Oh, Navigator. That's the one I was looking for. He's just regular old... He's a Guardian. He's for going to the Guardian sites that are small. So he should have a... Oh, where am I going? Here we go. Let's see. Optional.
Attention, carrier jump sequence is underway. Lockdown begins in 5 minutes.
5 minutes. Okay, guys? Don't forget. All right. So now... Yep, planetary hangar. Now he's just got a scarab. So if I was going to use one, I'd either use the Hathos or I'd use the... Because I think that I don't... On these, it depends on what you're picking up. I know the scarab has more cargo space. But if I could take Hathos, I'd just take Hathos. But I'm going to have to look up where that... and I will do that here in a minute. Look up what planet we're looking at to go find this Guardian site, the new one. I know a lot of people went out a few weeks ago, but the jump time was ridiculous, and I didn't want to see it that bad. I mean, it is cool that they have a new one and that it drops blueprints for both weapons and armor at the same time, which is great. That saves you a mountain of time of trying to collect these things. Not that the Guardian stuff's even all that important anymore if you're in the Thargoid War, but you know, it's one of those things where it's cool. The best part of it, and probably the most difficult, is getting the blueprints for the ships, because you not only have to get the blueprints in the same fashion, but you also have to unlock keys to even be able to do that, and then you can get the ships, and it's pretty awesome in my opinion. It was one of the cooler things in the game. Now it had a little bit of a lag issue, but probably needs to be polished over at some point to get that thing to run smooth as a baby's bottom. But it was awesome, and you had to go unlock basically three pylons. You have to shoot them with a laser, which is something you have to remember to put on the ship that you take to go get the key. And so you do that. I think you can do it with something else too, but laser works the best that I remember, because I think I did try it with something else and it was just a pain in the patootie, or it didn't work. One of the two. So either way you look at it, any way you look at it, laser is the way to go there. Just a beam, beam laser is fine. So we'll probably take Hathos unless otherwise necessary. If I can't get close to the place, because basically when you go to the Guardian sites, you want to land kind of close to where you are going to be rolling around, because the Sentinels fire missiles, and if you put a point defense on your ship, then your ship will automatically shoot down their missiles, so you don't have to take that damage on your SRV. It's not to say you can't survive them, but if you don't have to, why do it? So it's an interesting thing, actually. So, yeah. And then you just run around and you go get the parts you need. And I think that I know the Scarab will do it, but we're going to try it. We'll try it in a Scorpion. I've never actually driven the Scorpion, so this will be a new experience for me if it works. And maybe it'll be a good experience. If I don't get thrown out by the voice attack. One time I was in a fight with a Sentinel, and I said something, and I was on a stream, obviously, and she's like, okay, and then threw me right out. So I was on the ground with the Sentinel, and I'm running around, and the Sentinel's blasting my SRV, and yeah, it was a bad day. But I survived. Somehow So the trick with that is getting on foot around a sentinel is that you have to wait until the sentinel's no longer.
Attention, carrier is now under pre-flight lockdown. All services have been suspended.
So you have to wait until the sentinel is no longer firing at your SRV, or your SRV won't let you in it. So once the sentinel takes breaks, right? So he'll shoot you a little bit, and then he'll like wander around or fly around or move or whatever. So you have to move your turret, and then you can jump back in. So eventually I got back in. It was pretty comical. The boys had a good laugh.
Landing pads retracted. Hangar bay secure.
All right, everything's retracted and secured and all that jazz, so we're good. Again, I'm down in the pit down here, down in the ship hangar, and we will switch over to Hathos here on the next jump as soon as that becomes a thing. Yeah, it's just about, when you're out doing like this where you're doing carrier jumps, multiple, to have another something to do while you're waiting for things is cool. So that's why, like, during the cooldown, I would usually go out, take a ship out, and go FSS scan the whole system while I was waiting. And that may take actually more time than the actual cooldown, because I think the cooldown is like 5 minutes.
Maintenance crews have signed off. All scheduled work has been placed on hold until the jump is complete. All crew, prepare for carrier jump.
I'm prepped. I've been prepped for at least 16 minutes. So, yeah. So you want to do something. So you just go scan the thing because it's beneficial to you, right? You can sell that data to you can sell it to yourself if you want. You can say, if you have a carrier, you can sell that cartographic data right to your carrier. Benefits you, benefits the carrier, benefits everybody. So it's a win-win. So that's a cool thing you can do. Yeah. Here we go.
Attention all personnel. Frameshift drive has been engaged.
It's engaged. We're engaged. It's engaged. Let's go. Let's rock and roll. Let's blow this pop stand.
Attention, counting down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And here we go. This is the dark version. You can hear all the creaks, sounds, and things going on. Brown pants. Not sure what that is in reference to, Dino. But, okay. Thanks for that thoughts of wisdom. Oh man, it's hot. One of my friends was supposed to, IRL friends was supposed to come in today, Alex. I'm not sure. I don't think he showed up. I told him I didn't really start doing anything usually for the first hour of the show, and I don't do that long of a show, so there's that.
Carrier jump successful. Please stand by while final checks are completed.
All right, thank you. Thank you.
Attention, lockdown has been lifted. All services have resumed. Thank you for waiting.
Get me my brown pants. I'm still not with you, Dino. Not sure where we're at there. What's got to do with what? Really get me my brown pants. Are you on some sort of medication? Sounds like it. Alrighty, we're here. Take a little look-see over here at the system map. Oh, look at this place. My lord. God, that would be a lot of scanning. Oh, whew. That would be the serious amount of scanning. Ooh-wee. That's a lot of scanning. I think I'm going to skip that. I'll do it on the way back. Well, I probably won't get the same route, but on the way back, I'll probably do some scanning. It's not something I want to do today, I don't think. I don't feel like it. So we got another 5-minute cooldown. And then we can move to the third leg of our journey, which will be this guy, which is the destination that was listed on my notes. Very nice. And then, like I said, I didn't get the planet, though. I gotta find the planet. I'll have to dig around some videos. Well, maybe I can just scan it. I might just need to scan it, and maybe it'll show up. It might show up as a Guardian blah, 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 whatever. If I just FSS scan everything. It may or may not show up, but if we get near the planet, then we'll, maybe there's not very many planets out there. I don't know. We'll find out here shortly. Oh, man. Got a little crick in my back today. What's up with that? Oh, I see. I see. So something scary will make you soil your pants. Yes. I don't know that that's going to happen here, but it's totally possible. Now, and I obviously I always say, you know, like when you go out to these planets where you're just like getting resources or whatever, I think it would be really cool if like every once in a while, like maybe a Thargoid would fly by or something. Just like, you know, way out there, you just see him go. That would be, you know, when it's super dark and you're just like standing there, you know, or in your SRV or even in your ship, just to see like something fly by the window out far away. I mean, obviously, well, I mean, they could do that, but I don't think they want to, you know, literally put in combat scenes, but just to have like something go by the window or up in the sky, that's just, you know, wow, ooh, what is that? You know, that kind of thing. That, and if it's dark enough and quiet enough, it could scare you pretty good. So that would be kind of a cool thing. All right, so we are, I don't know if we're ready yet, but let's take a look at carrier management. And we'll find out real quick. Yeah, looks like we can go already. It's good. Let's go ahead and set the destination. All right, we're heading there. This is the last jump out there. And we've got 16 minutes before we can get out there. Yeah. So we're going to do that. We're also going to try to find this planet. So let me see if I can find any more info on the actual let me see if I can just put that in the search and see what happens. Ancient battleground discovered. So there was an interceptor apparently that showed up in WREGOE GA-X B2-0. Yeah. So there was a discovery out there, and then see, I'm just trying to find a no factions, no nothing. Nothing on Anara about it, at least not in the main area. So there's Earth-likes. What would the Guardian be on? I don't remember. 65 jumps in a lower end ship. Oh, screw that. Possibly switch to a ship with greater jump range, or get a fleet carrier. That's what I would do. Be expected. So it's not really saying exactly. I'm not seeing, at least not yet, seeing exactly. So somebody's talking about on here about the fact that there's non-human signal sources out there. Doesn't necessarily say. All this stuff is like spoiler alerts. So there's a lot of signal. There's some big signal sources out here, higher than 5. Oh. So there must be other things to discover out here. I'm mostly interested in the Guardian site, though. So we'll see if we can find it. If not, I'll save it for next time and we'll find it. I don't care, whatever. It is what it is. Sometimes the journey is more exciting than the actual destination. So we'll see. Let's see. Oh. Yeah, and there's something significant about this place too. We just don't know yet. They haven't really given us any indications. I'm just reading the posts on the Reddit and stuff like that, and on Steam, I guess. Not sure. Oh yeah, people do play this game on Steam. Real gamers don't play on Steam. I'm again making a joke. Don't get too offended. Now, Ricardo's got a thing, but he didn't say. BitChute. Oh, I didn't even know. Oh, you know what? I don't have that. I should get that. I like the way they lay out the videos for you. Let me see. I'm just looking through because actually I think his description was where I actually got the WREGOE system chords first of all, but I didn't look for, at that time I didn't know if the planet was included or not, and it must not be. I like some of these the thumbnails people do now are more in line with what I would consider a real thumbnail. I like them. Let's see. He's really going to town on some under the waves here. Excuse me. Let's see. Yeah, why am I not seeing this? When a listening post is present in the system, it will appear on your navigation panel. Oh. Galnet. Got 9 more minutes. Oh, okay.
Attention all passengers. This carrier has scheduled a hyperspace jump. Please conclude any outstanding business in this system prior to departure.
She should just say, welcome to Walmart, get your shit and get out. So, let me see. Oh, Galnet. When is this? September. Landscape expedition materials received. Duval. Why do they want Duval statues? Human present causes. Oh, okay, so because we went there and looked around, they abandoned the place. Oh, wait. So it's 1C, I think, is where we need to go. Yep, I think that's it. 1C. Yeah, it looks like the Thargoids abandoned the region once we came over there. So that's either, I think they just wanted, you know, it's totally possible that they are trying to help us find things to, you know, fight the war. Now, we don't know, you know, if the Thargoids we're dealing with now are any different than the ones we dealt with in the past, or if they're different, you know, faction of Thargoids. It could be a completely different one. The thing is it's hard to tell, and not a lot of research that I've found on this that has been uncovered, but all of the Thargoids have tattoos on them, tribal markings, and
Attention, carrier jump sequence is underway. Lockdown begins in 5 minutes.
they all have tribal markings, and those tribal markings tell you a lot about what that Thargoid's purpose is in life. So obviously the Titans have a really big one, and it looks like just the 8 arms of a Thargoid. But there's also other tribal markings on all the other Thargoids too. But to be able to tell whether or not they are part of a specific faction or whatever is the difficult part. Now, I don't know if that's like the center. Like in the center, there's like a little kind of a half moon looking thing. That may be the indicator as to what faction they're with. If, so say, like, let's use Avatar as an example. Avatar, you got Na'vi, but you have the Na'vi that are wood Na'vi, and you got the fire Na'vi, and you got the water Na'vi. Now, the way you tell the difference is the color of their skin, right? So Thargoids don't necessarily have a skin color, but they do have these tribal markings on them. And in the center, that may or may not be the place. So say you got one that's got a half moon symbol, and maybe one's got one with a jaggedy fire looking thing. I'm just, speculating here, obviously, but then you can find out, then once you know that, then you can kind of tell more about like which ones were fighting, or what, is there a different attitude here? I mean, obviously there are some very aggressive Thargoids. Now, I don't know if this particular group of Thargoids are related to the more passive Thargoids as like a military group, or if they are, the same group just pissed off, because you would think, I mean, okay, so technically, right? So if they are all part of the same collective, they should all just be mad, right? Like everybody should be pissed right now. But that doesn't seem to be the case. So you've got these ones that brought an entire giant, fleet carrier type ship, bigger than a fleet carrier, bigger than an orbital in some cases, Maybe actually the same size as one of the larger orbitals, the long ones, you know. But it's a big ship. So, yeah. And to know whether or not these two groups are related is would be pretty interesting, because we might find out that we are fighting a different group than the other group that other group, the more passive group, may be trying to guide us to some sort of a help, right? Because right now, I mean, pretty much the Thargoids still have way the upper hand in the war. I mean, we're obviously pushing them back by using questionable tactics, but we're pushing them back. And so it's really, you know, interesting but, you know, I mean, the story takes so long, but you know what I mean? So it's like kind of like a, what do they call those, you know, those books for the Game of Thrones and all that, you know, how long they take to come out, and everybody's always, when's the next book? When's the next book? It's kind of like that with this Thargoid thing, right? It's like a little bit, they feed you a little bit, and then you got to wait, you know, and then they feed you a little more, and then you got to wait. So I mean, in a way, it's cool because it's kind of like a novel at that point, and somebody probably will write a fan novel around it or a fan fiction around it, and explain everything in some future event. And I know there's been other authors out there that have written things, you know, bringing you up to speed as far as the lore, stuff like that, and those are all great. Commander Sabathius, brother Sabathius,
Network access is temporarily unavailable.
has a huge amount of data on the lore. And yeah, so and when he goes into that, I watch those when he talks about the lore, because he's just got a...
Attention, carrier is now under pre-flight lockdown. All services have been suspended.
Yes. So, and I love watching him when he does the lore stuff, because he just has this huge amount of info that he's all cataloged and categorized and put in a spreadsheet. I think there's actually on the Thargoid University Discord, which is in a link in the underbar of this video. You can go there. There's a link to his actual timeline. He has a whole timeline of all kinds of events and things. So it's really,
Pads retracted. Hangar bay secure.
it's really, really interesting. So something you might want to check out. Something you might not. Who knows? All right. Well, we're getting ready to go. Got another couple minutes here before we're on our last leg of our jump. And then we will be at the system that we need to be. And I think before I get too deep, I'm going to try and cool down this room a little bit because it's getting hot. And then I will try to finish off our adventure for today and finding this Guardian area. You know, finding the Guardian site that you can get both the weapon and armor. Excuse me, the weapon and armor thing.
All scheduled work has been placed on hold until the jump is complete.
Blueprint. Sorry.
Crew, prepare for carrier jump.
We're prepared. We are so prepared at this point. We are like, we needed a nap for that one. It's a lot of waiting. Hey, Charles. Holy spucky spuckets. I am doing okay. You missed my spiel this morning. I'm losing my day job, so I'm probably going to come back to streaming. So hopefully I'll see you around more. And get you in game. Because, you know, as I heard you got a free copy of it from somebody. You should play it.
Personnel, frame shift drive has been engaged.
All right, here we go, people. All right, good job, man. Congratulations on the new gig. What kind of job is it?
Attention. Counting
If you don't
down.
mind sharing.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That just never gets old. Let's see, third shift. Ah, okay, all right. Somebody's got to swab the deck. That deck ain't gonna swab itself. All right, cool, man. That's really awesome. Yeah, no, I fully agree. I've been to that point too. I hope I'm never at that point again, but I have been there. Trust me. I had to start over from 0 at, what was I? I was 40 something. In my 40s, had to go home, live with mom and dad for a little while. That was not fun. Not fun. So, we're here. We're going to get busy in just a minute, but first, I'm going to do an intermission and I'm going to turn on the air conditioning for a few minutes.
Carrier jump successful. Please stand by while final
And
tests are completed.
try to cool this place down a little bit. And then I will be right back.
All services have resumed. Thank you for waiting.
Ooh, look at all these discoveries. Yeah, we'll get back into that in just a couple minutes. Give me just a minute, guys. I'm sorry. It's just really hot in here right now.
Yay, I'm here. Let's go kill some stuff.
Acknowledged, Captain.
Executing.
Affirmative. Stand by.
Flawless as always.
That's not where it came from. Look at that. Welcome up. Oh shit, I'm at 37%. All back towards base.
Getting us out of here.
Alrighty then. Yep, we're good. We are back. Got to run the AC for a few. That was great. It's nice and cold. Now I'm frozen, but hopefully that'll be a thing. And yeah, I'm glad for you, Charles. I'm glad you're getting it together, buddy. Now we just got to get you back into the game, and we'll be set. Thank you. So here we are. We are here, and I think we'll start out with the. We're gonna start out with the anaconda. We'll look around with it. If it's not good, then we'll go get the one of the smaller guys. We'll go get Convoyer. Okay? Because we need to go look at this place. And I want to take maximum amount of gear if I can. So let's use this guy. Because you just never know what you're going to run into. Now, I don't know how Hathos would do on a one-on-one, like against anything, but he can shoot. All right, so now we're here. Got Hathos. I don't think I need any limpets. Nope. Can't think of any reason to have limpets, so I'm not going to take any. We are going to, let's go ahead and look at the map here and see what we got. Oh boy, okay, so there's some people out here. Interesting. This is where I'm at, down here. But I think what they said was, it was 1C. Oh. Okay, so I'm definitely going to have to explore I'll definitely do an FSS out here. Now, it's funny because I think the thing is that if you don't have the system scanned before you get to it, it just puts you wherever it wants to. But I think what we're going to end up doing is this is going to be the planet. So we're going to go FSS that. Wake up.
Initiating.
Yes.
Eden online.
Thank you. And then we're going to just go ahead and take off. Whoa, look at that thing.
Ship released. You have liftoff.
It's a really interesting looking planet, isn't it? I don't think we can land on that one. Alright, we are off to the races. We're going to go ahead and get some distance here from the carrier. And then we're going to go check it out. We're going to go figure out what's going on here. Alright, I think we're ready to jump.
Friendship drive charging.
The friendship drive is active.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, the third shift, that can be a little bit jarring for a while, yeah. You'll get used to it, buddy. Boy, look at all this stuff out here. There's just stuff and things and people and yeah. All right, so we're just getting a little distance on that planet. I mean, I don't know if we're getting any distance yet, but I don't want to turn around and look at it. We're gonna go out here and we're gonna FFS this thing. We're gonna scan the shit out of it. Okay. I think we're moving at a pretty good clip now, right? Where's my... Oh yeah, we're not going very fast yet. So we haven't pulled completely away from the gravity, but now it looks like we're getting there. Okay, we just got to get a little ways away so we don't... Otherwise things will get obscured behind the planet and we won't be able to see it. Scanner.
Aye, Commander.
Alright, we need some T1. Alright, ooh, look at all that. So we're going to scan the system to get all the data we can. There's all kinds of stuff going on down here.
Ah, that's a bummer.
Yeah. Ooh, okay, so these are probably all carriers of it. Yeah. They're not very helpful. But, what the hell? Just scan it. Because we can. And I'm doing this real fast. I'm not really trying to teach nobody nothing right now. I'm just getting her done, okay? So you can see on the scanner where there's little white patches of light popping up when you're going over things. And that is where something is. So we don't care really about any more of those. Wait, oh, here we go. Here's the thing. What is that? What are you? Oh, okay. So what's down here? Ah. Ah, a belt cluster. Okay, that takes care of that. And then there's stuff here. And there's stuff here. Okay, there's lots of stuff here. These might be planets. Oh, what's way down here? No, we didn't find that. Whatever that is. That last one. That's probably the good stuff, right? Oh, here we go. Another belt cluster. Okay. Okay, so there's no more flashies on any of those. Let's go find some more. So we just follow the little line here and hope that the thing doesn't get all wonky, which it's doing. Okay. Okay, we'll do it this way. Alright, let's see what's here. This might be some planets. It is. Okay. Huh. Okay. Sorry. I was just reading what it was saying there. Oh, found him. That's that big guy. He's probably a water or a gas giant or something. Or a ringed planet. Oh yeah, look at that. Boom. Let's see. Regular planets in here. Yep, little guy. Oh, another one. Another little guy. Another guy. Not all of them. There's more. But wait, there's more. There's quite a concentration of planets right in this little area. But it's probably just because I'm far out. It'll probably take me 27 minutes to get to where we gotta go.
System scan complete.
Okay, there it is. We have scanned the system. Now, you get out of that, and then we need to go over here, and we'll see first of all. Yeah, we might have to actually scan the planet too. So I'm just gonna take a quick peek, but I'm almost positive we're gonna have to scan the planet. But I just kind of want to see what's out here. There's a lot of fleet carriers still out here. So I'm just taking a look here, see what's going on, if I can see anything. Because I think it will show up here. There's actually, looks like there's settlements here. Okay. Let's go ahead and go to system map.
The trouble with zero gravity is it's really hard to know which way up the map should be.
Don't give me a lip. A. So 1. I think that's the one. Let's go see. Take our big old ship here and fly on over. Well, I'd say I have a moderate buffer to fall back on. Alright, so we're obviously going way too fast already. So, wow. Oh, look at that. That is weird. I've never seen that. Look like a rainbow in space, or a planet. That would be a really big planet. Okay. And maybe it is. Because what we want to do is we want to get this thing to scan. Where is that scanner? Let's just scan the whole thing. Let's see if I remember how to do this. That one, no. Aha! No, that ain't. Where's the other one? Where's? Oh, do I have a plan? I don't think I have a planetary scanner on here. Poop. Didn't even think of that. But maybe we don't need it. Oh. Maybe we don't need a. Oh yeah, we might because of the geologicals. But let's just see right here real quick and see if anything shows up, or if I'm gonna have to planetary scan that thing. Because it should say something like Guardian something. I don't see anything here. So what if we go to contacts? Nothing. Okay. I think we're going to need a planetary scanner. I'm pretty sure this doesn't have one. Well, that's fine. We'll go back and we'll get a ship that has one. Doesn't seem like it's too far from where we're at. It's part of the fun, is not having what you need and having to go back and get it. Just telling you. These guys at FDev are all about the players, man. Now, is that a planet, or is that just some weird anomaly in space? Is that a... No, that can't be a planet. I've never seen that rainbow thing. Huh. Not sure what that means. Oh, they didn't like where you said wife. Crazy. Yeah, so yeah, the bot detected that you were saying something misogynistic, which I don't agree with. That it was all that. I know what that meant. Don't talk about your ex-wife. Fucking nachos will get flagged into oblivion. Yeah, we gotta go get a planetary scanner real quick, which is fine. We'll sell the cartographic data off of this thing so that way I don't lose it if I get killed. Yada 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 yada. It's yada yada. No. Stay out of that atmosphere, please. Thank you. Here we go.
Thank you for visiting our carrier. We hope you find what you're looking for.
Me too, because I have no idea what I'm doing right now. I'm just making this stuff up. Is that the top? Oh, we're at the top of the carrier, right? Okay, cool.
Permission granted. A landing pad has been assigned to you.
All right.
You have been cleared for approach. Feel free to relax.
And thanks for the
Your
follow,
computer is in control.
Commander Andrew Johnson. Wherever you are.
Landing gear deployed.
Oh, we're getting a little laggy.
Welcome. Sit down. Grab a bowl of what's-its.
Well, I don't understand the whole. Why is it so choppy right now? I don't get it.
Contact confirmed. Solid approach. Enjoy your stay with us.
I hope you guys aren't getting too much lag. It's just a little laggy on my end. I'm not sure. Don't know why. Got still the same internet. Didn't change that. The super duper boosted speed internet, as one does. All right, so let's do shipyard. I'm pretty sure that, well, let's see if he even has one. I'm not sure if Convoy even has it. See if there's a planetary scanner on this one. I'm pretty sure you still need that. I know one of my ships has it at least. Somebody has one. Just don't remember if it's this guy or not. Oh, no, that's approach suite. Okay. I'm pretty sure this other one does. It's not one of the ships I wanted to take, but it is doable. Synergy. My original traveler, my exploration ship. Done more exploration in this bad boy than anybody. Alright, let's see what we got. I'm not against using the ASP, I just thought I wouldn't need it today, but it's okay. Plus, I think he's got a different kind of ship than I wanted to have in him. Oh, surface scanner. That's the one. Yeah, detailed surface scanner. Okay. Yep. This is definitely the ship I want. Okay. All right. Let's take that ship. Auto launch that. But first, see if we can get. I don't know why it's so laggy right here. It's kind of annoying. But I think what I'm looking for is on this. One C. Pretty sure. Okay, yeah, because it says WREGOE Bu-Y B2-0 1C. Yeah, so that's got to be it. I'm going to go ahead and pause this one. Okay. All right. I don't know if it's tripping because I was watching the stream, but we'll stop that for a minute. And hopefully that'll chill everything back out. All right, so we should be able to head over there. Oh, wow. Okay, that might have been it because that sucker just started going. All right, let's do it. Hopefully it hasn't been lagging too long. I did have a Diamondback as well, but this was always my... When I went on Distant Worlds 2, I took an Asp because I needed a little more durability, right? Okay, good. Well, I was lagging on my end, but it's not now. I just put in an order for I'm gonna get some more RAM for this machine. It's only got 32 in it. I'm gonna up it to 64. All right, so we're gonna have to go around this other planet. Oh.
Frameshift drive charging.
Be on the lookout for smuggler traffic.
1. Engage.
Yeah, it's not lagging now. It was though for a minute, and then when I landed on the carrier, it started lagging on my end. Well, they parked me pretty close. It's not terrible. It's still going to take me a month of Sundays to get over there, though, because of the proximity to the planet. Have to break free of the gravity. You know, this is a good ship too. It just doesn't have, I just didn't have a Scorpion on this one. So. I was kind of hoping to drive a Scorpion today. And maybe I can go back and get one. But I still want to take the Anaconda down there, but we can do some investigation in the Asp. The Asp is more designed for this guy. But I need to get a scan so I can see if I can see the Guardian site. Yeah, so we're just going to come up on it here. And if I can remember how to use the scanner, that'd be super awesome. Isn't it this one? No. This one? No. No. Shit. I can't remember which button it is. Not that one. Oh, yeah. No, that's not the right one. That's not... Okay, I can't remember how to do this. Damn. Oh. I'm looking for the one that shoots the missiles at it. I think I moved it. That's the problem. Just don't remember where. No. No. Oh. No. Wait. This? No. Alright. We'll figure it out. I'll find it. I just don't remember what key it was. Or is that? It's not on a fire rope. Yeah. I was hoping not to have to go there. Yeah, yeah. You make it sound really easy, Charles. Just go into the bindings. Yeah, sure. You know, we'll do that, but that's not always. Some of this shit is like hard to find whether you go in there or not. General controls, maybe. You just go to the bindings, dude. Yeah, okay. All right. Let's see, interface mode, probably not. No. Galaxy map.
That's already done.
Shh. Go to sleep.
Eden offline.
Sometimes she annoys me. What? I don't think that's it. See? It's not here. Because it's like not just going to the bindings. Going to the bindings, and you have to go through every single thing until you figure out where the hell it is. Mouse controls, no. Alternate flight controls. Flight miscellaneous? No. Plus, if you screw up and you accidentally screw something over, let's see. Oh wait, here we go. Modes. Yeah, just go right in there. Go right in the bindings and you'll find it. Crack me up, man. Targeting. Fuck if I know what it is. Well, and it's not like just like, oh, wait a minute. Look at that. Okay, how do I just get into it? No, that's FSS. I want the planetary. Ah, detailed surface scanner. Found it. Just go right in there. All right, toggle. I think it's on my... You just turn it on and off. Let's see. Oh, now I lost it. Okay, hold on. Detailed surface scanner. A. How do I get it in there? Oh, wait. B. No. All right. Okay, what button is it on? Fuck. God, they make this hard. I can probably get to it from the Okay, that's once I'm in there. I need to get in. How do you get in? Turn it on. How do you turn it on and off? Off, on, off, on. Yeah. Yeah. Hello? Alright, hold on, man. Let me just try something. Yeah. Yeah, it's right in there somewhere, Charles. Thanks. Alright. Wake up.
Initiating.
Planetary
Voice control
scanner. Scan planet.
Scanning planet.
You're not doing it. Planetary scanner. Scanner.
That's affirmative,
Yeah,
Commander.
that's that one. Is it in here? Maybe it's in here. I don't remember. I can't remember how to do this shit. Let's see. Because on the one that does the scanning, it doesn't have this. All this other things going on, I don't think. Because you can just shoot at it. Yeah, so it's not this. Step zoom, tuning, rocky ice worlds. I need planetary scanner. Planetary. Oh. Planetary scanner. Scan planet.
Scanning for information.
You're lying. It's not a fire. Maybe. No. Data link, heat wave, surface. Surface? Is that it? What are you doing? Oh no, that's the D scanner. Next fire group.
Next fire group.
Aha! Found it. Alright. Now I know where you're at, bitch. How do I fire? Fire. Fire. This sucks. Alright. Launch a probe. Launch probe.
Launching probe.
Shit, it did it. I don't remember how to do this.
Surface scan by 50%.
No shit. Okay, launch probe.
Deploying probe.
Oh, she'll do it. I'll take it. Launch probe.
Launch. Surface scan
Oh,
complete.
it was done. Still got a bonus. Alright. Alright, now how do I get out? Exit scanner?
Unnecessary.
I don't want to fire. Oh, there it is. Okay. Alright, now. Now does it show me anything? Shows a bunch of crash sites. Ancient ruins, that's gotta be it. Where are you? I'm getting not ridiculously close to this planet. Alright, let's go this way. I think we got it, man. I think we got it.
Engaged.
Should we go get the... I'm kind of bummed because I wanted to take a scorpion. That one's not a binding. You just have to put it on a fire group. That's why we couldn't find it. And you don't really need to set your bindings anymore. Your joystick, probably they might have a defaults that work just fine. You don't have to do all that. It's not like the old days, dude. It's not like that at all. You don't have to spend ridiculous amounts of hours trying to set up your ship. There's nothing to be scared of at all. If I can do it, anybody can do it. I still want to take that. I'm not gonna get the damn thing. Because I don't think this one has a scorpion in it, and I want a scorpion. Or do I even care? I don't even know. Well, doesn't matter. But I will have to put a planetary scanner on one of them other ships. Let's just go look. We're gonna go look, because I can't stand it anymore. I'm losing it. Yeah, mostly I thought I moved it, but I didn't move that. I moved my head look. But I don't barely ever use it, so I don't care about it. It's a pretty easy drop. We'll have to see how heavy the gravity is once we get in here, but this should be it. I'm thinking it is. Could be wrong, but that's usually something I would say is like really dangerous. And there's crash sites too, so there's lots of to explore over here. We are coming down hot, baby. Oh, look at that. There it is. Okay, here we go. Oh yeah, look at that. It's up. Oh, it's one of the long race tracks. It's one of the big long race tracks. So it's huge. Let's take a look. Doesn't the gravity's 0.1? Not horrible. It's pretty good gravity. Not bad. It's not yanking you down to the ground or nothing. Hold on, it hasn't rendered in all the way yet. It doesn't look very good yet. Doesn't look yet. Doesn't look good yet, but we should when we get down. Plus, I don't have my graphics turned way up. There we go. It's coming into focus now. Ooh, we're close. And it's daylight, so you can see the daytime's going on. So this is a big old racetrack. Look at this some gun. There's a big old racetrack in here. I don't even know if you can land in here. Ooh. You can hit the ground. So where's the... Let's go back. Okay, so here's the thing. Here's where you gotta go. I think. Yeah, that's where you get your blueprints right there. It's different looking than some of the other ones, but typically I'd say you want to park your ship right there, but you know, like out behind this, but man, it's such a big long place. You might want to park. I don't know if you can park inside here. I don't think you can. Well, we could try it, obviously. But I might try to say that you should park like... Let's see. Sorry, my driving in the close proximity of the ground ain't so good. Because there's that. I don't think you can park on like the top of stuff either. I don't know, I've never tried it. What about right? So if you're in an asp, let's see. Let's see if it'll even let me come in close to this. I don't think it will. I think you have to go outside.
Landing gear deployed.
You might want to go somewhere like... Ah, there you go. Right there. That's probably where I'd go. And we're just going to flip his butt around. Flipping his hiney around here, so his point defense will be behind. Not that I don't think that really matters as much, but it matters to me. So. Alright, let's put this thing down. Okay. There you go. Yeah, you can park it right there. It is parked. We are parked, baby. Alright, so... Yeah, it's just got a scarab on this one. Boo! Boo! And it's light. It's daytime, so we can drive around.
No gravity warning.
You don't say. There'll probably be some sentinels that come out and try to do us. What is that thing? Legal salvage. It's rolling right at me. Well, we picked it up, whatever it is. Yeah, well, that's the nice thing is that the Scarab's got more storage space, so. I'm just going to take a look. I don't know if I can figure out how to turn all this stuff on yet. Not that I don't really need any Guardian parts. So I'm more just doing kind of an exploratory thing, see what's happening. But apparently if you pick up the things, you can it hasn't even put out a so these are all dormant, it looks like. That'd be cool if these work too. You get some data for these that you need to buy things. And I'm not sure, it doesn't look like any of them are active. Oh, yeah, see, they're scary now. The Thargoid flew by right now. I'd poop my pants. I would have the brown pants, like Dino said. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, how do you get in the turret? Turret mode. Shit. Oh, there's two of them there. Oh, I can't remember how to turn on the turret. Oh, look at that. See that? They're firing missiles at me and the ship's shooting them. Good. Hold on, I'll figure it out. I just don't remember. It's been a... Where's my turret? Turret mode. Switch to turret. Yeah. Hold on. I'm still looking. been a hot minute. It's been in the turret. Oh, maybe turret. Switch to turret. Turret mode. I thought it was one of the buttons. Damn, I can't believe I can't find this button. I don't remember which one it is. Damn. Ha ha ha. Oh, you're dead now. No. Come here. Oh, he's an asshole. Yeah, man, you move for a couple months, you move for a month and you get, oh, I'm targeting them, it's just, they're hiding, they like to hide. And they like to shoot missiles. But, see, since I have that point defense, they can't get me. Well, they can, maybe. There he is. Boom. You have to turn on you have to hit your weapon, is basically what it is. It's a weapon mode is what you do. Now there's 3 out here now. Oh.
Shields offline.
Oh, these guys are strong. Is there more than one? That's why I'm in trouble. My shield back yet? Oh, let's go to systems. That's why I'm having trouble.
Shields online.
That's right, bitches. Power to weapons.
Transferring power to weapons.
Have you been drinking? I recommend you use the auto-docking system.
Under attack. Target destroyed.
Oh no, we're gonna get him. Come on. Aren't you letting me target him? Still. Damn right it was. It's because I'm like Superman.
Shields offline.
Is my cargo scope still in? No. Didn't even pick it up. Am I full? It might be full. Hold on. Power to systems. Don't worry, I'll take care of it. Need my shield back up. Oh, pick up some stuff.
Shields online.
Powder weapons. So now you see why you want to park over in the middle, because you're going to need it. I don't think there's any other sentinels right at this second. Am I full on those? I'm not sure if I'm full, and that's why I'm not picking them up. I should be able to pick up some stuff. I'll pick that up. That's good. Well, we'll take some stuff whilst we're here, right? Wreckage is good. Wreckage is a good component to get anyway because it, I think you can use that maybe for something else that I can't think of right now. But anyway. What is that? Weapon parts. You can never have enough weapon parts. I think I'm full on some of this stuff and it's just not saying so. Because that should have picked that up. Yeah, I won't pick it up, so. I'm pretty sure I'm full on that one. See, that's why I said I don't really need any Guardian stuff. I already pretty much Guardianed out everything I had. Okay, where is it? Meow, 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 meow. Oh, wait, what is it? Wreckage components. Never have enough components. Boom. Got that one. Yeah, I don't need the tablets or any of that stuff. Well, I mean, I could take them, but I don't know what you use them for. So yeah. So here we are, man. We are. How are we doing? We're at 74%. Yeah, it took me a minute to remember. Jesus. That was 3% damage right there. Hoo-wee. Yeah, I know. Thanks, Dino. Yeah, I seen him under there. I just couldn't get a... I'm struggling with not remembering how half of this stuff works, and I've only been gone a few weeks. It's pretty awkward. Oh. I hear a sentinel. Oh no, that wasn't a sentinel. That was one of the pylons. Where was it? Over here? Oh, it was right here, I think. Yeah, this is one where you can shoot the parts off. So this is a cool one because you can get parts out of these things. A power cell, I think I'm full on those, but I'm pretty sure I have enough. But yeah, you can get stuff out of there. Yeah, oh, took some. Oh, look, there's a... Yeah, so there's one of the Guardian things you need. I have like 60 of them things in my ship already. In my carrier, I mean. So yeah, it's got all the stuff, and I don't know... Like I said, I don't know. I'm sure you have to activate beacons and all that stuff, so you probably have to... I feel like I can hear one. But I'm not sure where it is. So I'd have to get like the layout. So what I would do is probably get the layout from somebody on the internet. And then they'll tell you exactly where... Because you usually have to do like 6... You have to open up 6 pylons or whatever, and then... And you only have so much time to do it. Here's another power cell. It's coming right at me. I don't think I even gotta go anywhere. Or, all I do. I just leave my cargo scoop down, man. I don't care. Oh, there's some more. Some more stuff. Okay, what are you? Okay, a conduit. You can do it. Is that like a dad joke? That felt like a dad joke. What do you think? Alright, here we go. Pick it up. Take it. That one I'm full on. Okay. Well, we're here. We found it. We are now members of the we found the other Guardian thing group. Whoa. I mean, so you've seen kind of the layout. It's a long runway, long strip. And, yeah, it's probably a pain in the ass. But apparently at this place, you can get both weapon and armor, whatever they call it, armor blueprints. So there's that. Let's see, we can board. And yeah, so that's a thing. And don't forget, guys, I do a lot of Thargoid stuff and all that. So if you want to join a Discord that's friendly to Thargoid conversations and learning and all that, please join the Thargoid University. It's in the underbar down below the video. You can go there. It's self verification. You just basically, once you get there, there's a little pinned post, and you just tell it you have to answer a question or push a button, and boom, you're in. And there's not a lot of, it's very, I mean, it's got a lot of rooms, but it's all still about Thargoid. So you don't have to do a lot of soul searching. And it's not, I mean, I've seen groups with 10 times the amount of places and things where you got to go figure out how to find what. It's very easily laid out. It's in, it's in a good place. So, but hey, Entropy's online. Cool. So, yeah. That's a thing. Yeah, so please feel free to join that Discord, and you can chit-chat with me or whatever. And then also be on the lookout for more streams coming. We're going to have streams for... I know I'm going to do some Cyberpunk 2077 Phantom Liberty. That's coming out like this month. I also have, I want to do some Baldur's Gate, and I want to do some, what's the other one? Starfield. So, and Starfield for a different reason though. Starfield is not like Elite Dangerous, but, I mean, it is, it's a space game, but it's not the same. There's no, probably don't need a joystick for that one. Unfortunately. So, all right, guys, I have got to get out of here. I am ready for lunch, and I am done for today. I got so many projects still. You can see the back still a little bit bare. Here, we did get the Death Trooper back from work. My arcade's set up on this side, and yeah, and my business computer. The M2 Mac is over there ready to roll and edit some videos and things of that nature. So thank you for coming out today, guys. Please feel free to go rewind to the beginning if you want to get the whole story of what's going on with BV. But thank you. Especially you, Charles, Dino. Charles, get your ass in the game. Dino, get your ass healthy. Nachos, you know what to do. Go F yourself. And that's it for me for this time, people. Thank you so much for everything, and I will talk to you guys again very soon.
We welcome your business at this carrier, Commander. Please enjoy your stay with us. Access granted. Please follow standard docking protocols, Commander. Docking request confirmed. Assisted approach is good.
Greetings, Commander.
Landing successful. Commence shutdown. Welcome, Commander.